So, before anyone even heard the name BJP, there was actually another party setting the stage, right?
Absolutely. Back in 1951, Dr. Syama Prasad Mukherjee started the Bharatiya Jana Sangh. It was all about cultural nationalism, putting Indian traditions, unity, and self-reliance at the heart of politics.
I find it fascinating how the Jana Sangh wasn't a dominant force, yet it left such a big mark. Its focus on national unity and strong governance laid groundwork for what was to come.
And even though it didn't run the show, those ideas stuck around. The party's steady push for Indian values really set the tone for future movements, and I think that persistence paid off when times got tough later on.
That persistence really got tested during the emergency in the mid-72nd. Have you ever thought about how much that period shook up Indian politics as a whole?
It's wild to imagine civil liberties suspended, political leaders in jail. The entire country was on edge, and suddenly, old rivals were teaming up just to get democracy back on track.
Yeah, it was almost like an unexpected alliance forged in crisis. The Jana Sangh joining forces with other opposition groups really changed the game, paving the way for new political experiments.
And that cooperation didn't just fade away. It's funny, sometimes the toughest situations end up planting the seeds for major transformation down the line.
That transformation really took shape in 1980, when the BJP was officially born. I always picture that moment as a fresh start, but I know the early days weren't exactly smooth.
Not at all. Atal Bihari Vajpayee became the first president, and the party stood for democracy, nationalism, and Gandhian socialism. But honestly, the challenges piled up quickly, especially after the 1984 elections.
Losing so badly, just 2 seats in the Lok Sabha must have been tough to swallow. But instead of folding, the BJP doubled down on organizing and reaching out to new people.
Exactly. They started connecting with youth, sharpening their ideology, and really building up from the ground. Sometimes it's those low points that force a group to find their true voice.
Speaking of finding their voice, the 90s seemed like a massive leap for the BJP. Suddenly, they were everywhere. What made that decade so different?
2 words: leadership and strategy. L.K. Advani and Vajpayee really pushed the party's message: strong national identity and economic reforms. The BJP wasn't just talking about change, they were offering a roadmap for it.
And when Vajpayee became prime minister, even briefly in '96, it kind of cemented the idea that the BJP could actually govern, not just protest from the sidelines.
That brief stint opened the doors. Their focus on transparent governance and reforms resonated way beyond their traditional base. Momentum just kept building from there.
Momentum is right. But then, after the NDA years, the BJP found itself back in opposition for a while. I wonder how that time shaped what came next.
It was almost like a reset button. They used those years to get organized, invest in state leaders, and jump into digital outreach, prepping for a comeback before digital campaigns were the norm.
That paid off when Narendra Modi entered the scene in 2014. He brought a whole new energy campaigning on development, governance, and anti-corruption. The response was huge.
Winning a clear majority after 30 years was no small feat. It showed how the BJP had evolved, adapting to new aspirations, especially among young voters hungry for change.
Fast forward to today, and the BJP's influence is everywhere. Their initiatives like Swachh Bharat, Digital India, GST, have really shaped the national conversation.
That's true, and their focus on grassroots organization and strong leadership continues to drive support. Still, there's plenty of debate. Supporters see transformation. Critics worry about policies. It's democracy in action.
And the party itself seems to thrive on that push and pull, constantly adapting, expanding, and sparking new discussions about what India should be.
It really is a living story. Whether you're a supporter or a skeptic, the BJP's journey is a powerful reflection of how Indian politics keeps evolving. Who knows what the next chapter will bring?